little more in depth about a really cool tool in Photoshop called the gradient map. And this is a tool that's going to be really useful for your color theory assignments. So what this does is allow you to really easily colorize your designs and your photos. And let me talk about what adjustment layers are and how they work. So here we have this icon that's at the bottom of the layers panel. It's the adjustment layers icon. It is a circle that's light on one side, dark on the other side, kind of like a little yin-yang symbol. And when you click on that, you get access to all of these different adjustment layers. In Photoshop, adjustment layers are non-destructive ways to edit your designs. So instead of applying an adjustment directly to the layer itself, you are putting that adjustment on a separate layer. And the advantage of that is that you are able to delete or lower the impact or change that effect without changing the underlying image. So it's this whole non-destructive technique in photo editing that's used by professional designers, and it's really important for all of us to understand. So the gradient map adjustment layer is a really great way to colorize your images and your designs using the specific color theory rule that you are going for. So I'm going to click on this gradient map, and what this is going to do is apply the color to different values in your design. So right now my gradient map was at a light gray to white, and everything that's at this end of the slider is going to be applied to the dark values. Everything at this end of the slider is going to be applied to the light values. So watch what happens when I change this color. This is not a good choice in a color, but I just want to show you red and green. So if you remember, the hills were dark and the sky was light. So because the red is on this side of the slider, the color red is being applied to the dark values. And because the color green is on this side of the slider, the color green is being applied to the light values. Now I'm going to change this color red to a darker color. That way, see, this is going to look so much better. A nice dark red, and then a nice light green. And now we have this kind of red-green color scheme, which is a complementary color scheme. And this is a complementary color scheme that works because the green value is, the green color is very different in value than the red. And that's what's really important, more so than just choosing colors, is choosing the value of that color. Are you choosing a dark color, a dark version of red, and pairing it with a light version of green? If so, it's going to work. But if you choose a dark version of red and a dark version of green, it's going to be hard to read. It's going to give you a headache looking at it. So let's say we want to do now an analogous color scheme. So I'll choose 3 colors. I'm going to choose this orange, yellow, and orange. And what I'm going to do is make this orange over here a red, a dark red. I'm just clicking on these stops to change the color, double clicking. I'm going to change this to orange, and then the lightest value is going to be very light yellow. Okay, so this is an analogous color scheme, red, orange, yellow. Let's do another analogous color scheme. Let's do reddish blue, purple, And then we'll do a reddish purple, but we'll do it more light, so this will be kind of pink. And then we'll do a light red. And then what's right next to red on the color wheel? Red, orange, and then that would be an orange, yeah. Now this is an analogous color scheme, but notice what happened here. I chose values that are all right next to each other in the value spectrum. I chose all medium values. So instead of choosing a medium value purple, I'm going to choose a dark purple. Watch, this is going to make my image much better. Then I'm going to choose a slightly less dark reddish purple. And then a slightly less dark red. And then I'll make sure my orange is really, really light. And now we've colorized this picture. It is now an analogous color scheme. And we can do the exact same for a triad. Right? To make a triad, we're going to choose 3 colors. I'll choose a gradient that already has 3 colors of a triad. So see here it was blue, red, and yellow, which are the 3 colors of a triad.